Okay, so this is a way to describe what a VLOOKUP is. Now, a VLOOKUP is basically taking data from one spreadsheet to put into another one without having to do it manually. So, for example, here I've got accounting software for for landlords, and we've got some data in another sheet in here, which is going to show me a position that they're in on Google and then the actual URL that is ranking for it. So in this case, Voyanta is ranking 41st on Google for real estate software UK. What I need it to do is I need it to look up and find real estate software in this sheet on these ones. And in the Voyanta bit, which will be somewhere down here, for the real estate software UK on this side, I want it to then put in here, which will come in here, for example, on this side. I want that to be 41, and I want the URL also to pull across here. So what it's a case of doing is to use what's called a VLOOKUP. So what you'll just do is press equals, and you've got this little fx over here, and you press in VLOOKUP on here, and you just put this insert function. So the lookup value is basically what you're trying to find in the other sheet. So in this case, I'm trying to find accountancy software for landlords. The table array is basically equivalent to where you want it to go and have a look. So in this case, I've labeled this sheet here VLOOKUP. It's important that you name it VLOOKUP so you know this is the VLOOKUP data. And this is when essentially what you're doing is you're highlighting everything that you want to, where you want it to have a look, and you're just dragging it all the way down to the bottom of the sheet. And what it's doing is this is telling Excel where you want it to have a look. And in this case, you're wanting to look at column A. And I'll explain a little bit more when I get there. So I'm going to get to the bottom of here. So it's now pulled in, if you look here, A2 to G783. So G783, which is right. Now, what you're telling it here is you're saying which column to look at. So in this case on here, you're wanting, because we're looking at VTS in this instance, we're looking at VTS and it's this column. So this is number 1. No, this is number 1. So number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6. So you're saying here that it's column 6, and the range lookup is always false. Always, 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 always. Just write in false there. And what that should do is it will pull across here with a number 0, because what it's saying is that accountancy software for landlord is at 0, and then it's just a case of dragging it down. I'm just going to come out of there. You see it's not yet pulled over because that's not come down. So you just put it down, and then you're just going all the way down to the bottom of the document. And what this will now do is you're just dragging the formula all the way through, and hopefully it'll start showing some results of some rankings where VTS are actually ranking in the document. Bear with me. So here. Okay, it'll take a little time to just come through. And now, so yeah, just to sense check it, you can just go back through the document. Now, NA basically means 0.
Yeah.
Now, I'm just going to go up the document, sorry, NA, NA, NA. So that's to be expected. Lots of zeros, but I would hope
some results
that there'll be some results. So you can see here, so you can sense check it by saying 96 for commercial real estate management software. I was copying and pasting, going to my VLOOKUP, find, which you can see up in the top here, looking for it. Real estate management software, there it is, it's over here, and it's 96. All right, so then that's what it's doing. It pulls it across. It just makes it a really, really quick approach, and then you just repeat that across to the next one. But instead of this one, so we counted column 6, if you remember. Now we're going to column 7, and what it will do is it will pull that in, so we then know which URL is ranking for that keyword. That's what it is.
Oh.
You can just go and equals in here, use the function up here, VLOOKUP, insert function, lookup value again, you're going across to here, accountancy software, table array, you're again focusing on all of this data. I'm just going to pause so it doesn't slow down. Okay, and once that's done, the column index, you want it to be number 7, all right, because you know from here if that's number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, which you can sense check again by going up here, so it's number 7. Delete all that, put 7, range lookup, false, press done. It'll come in there. And then you can just drag it down. And if I just drag it down to one of the ones which are different colours, you can see, hopefully, there we are. So if I just go up a little bit, bring it down here, that one should be filled with a URL, which in this case, irritatingly, it's not. Because if I get rid of that and then do it again, sorry. Okay, there we are. Right, so that now has got it in. So you have to get rid of that form builder before you can do the drag. Drag it down. And hopefully that will now change. There you go. All right, so it's actually brought that in, position 89. And again, you can sense check it if you want, but that's your VLOOKUP.